Let me put a little spray on. I hope everyone's doing well this evening. Um, how many is this? I only need one. I only need one. All right. I want to say thank you to those of you who went to my community tab and who have a Instagram account and went on and put a heart at createyourdreamdoll.com. That is so weird. I spray some body spray perfume, and of course I am wearing Miss Dolly, and my air purifier goes crazy. It thinks I'm polluting the air. Hope you don't mind while I'm getting set up and getting things ready. I need to get the white paint. All right. Hello, Andrew. You're a new commenter, or you have a new account. Welcome in. I am doing a little paint on my nails first, so I figured they could dry. So I'm working on an antique German bisque doll. I'm going to put one more layer of paint because that is just way too pale. Oh, Andy. Yes, 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 yes. I remember. Okay, we're good. Oh, thank you for joining. Thank you for being here. That's cool. So I actually like this color more than that one. So today I had to go and pick up a couple things of paint. We are going to redo this, obviously. All right, let's pull out these ball joints, these wooden ball joints. Well, hello, Miss Dixie. You decided to come from under the bed to grace us with your presence. Hi, Monica. How are you doing, sweetheart? Hope all is well. Mm. Doing good. I got to get ready to take another allergy medication. Carolinas, honey, I'm going to tell you, these allergies will tear you up. All right. Now, the reason why I have to get this big girl put together is so that I have to make 2 doll wigs. I feel fine. I feel fine, fine, fine. I had a good nap this afternoon, and, nice good bath, and I'm throwing paint. I am going to glitter them all out with lots of Tinkerbell sparkle. Yes, allergies are terrible, making people sick, sore throats, everything. Definitely a sore throat. But I ended up with a sinus infection, and it was causing my ears to have drainage. And so I had to go see the doctor and had to take antibiotics for a week and a half. It's okay, Dixie. It's just the air purifier. It thinks my Dolly Parton perfume polluted the air. I am obsessed with Create Your Dream Doll. Oh my gosh, am I ever? I'm so obsessed with their channel. I know I'm painting nails before I'm going to end up painting on the doll. I tell you, makes you wonder what in the world is she thinking? Half the time I'm not. I like how that looks on top. No, Andrew, I'm not going to Barbie Convention this year. Oh, thank you, Monica, for the compliments. Glad you like my designs. I did not have intentions of going to Barbie Convention this year. Last year was my first year, and I was new at Barbie Convention. I had no idea what comes with it, and to be honest, I didn't get a good experience. I didn't. Hi, Paris. I tried calling y'all. Um, and the sad part is that my experience, it was because the steering committee did not properly introduce themselves. They didn't know who they were. Half of the steering committee was rude, very into themselves, um, mean. And it's just not cute, especially one particular person. So yeah, but otherwise, the conventioneers were amazing. Um, and oh my God, these lovely ladies that were selling all these old Barbies for so cheap. Oh my gosh, love them. Love them, love them, love them. But no, with allergies going on, and then I'm sorry, California sounds nice, but I'm not into the idea of being somewhere out in the desert. Like I think of Desert Storm, some oasis is way out in the desert. No, I'm okay. If I was to go to California, I would rather go to, um, I'd rather go to the motel place. For me, oh my God, that would be an amazing vacation. I would love to go, be able to go see where Barbie's made and check out their store and see what's in it. So, no, I do not. Nope, I think I went to the best Barbie convention ever. Linda did an amazing job at Barbie convention last year. Everything that she touched was amazing. Well, not everything. I didn't know she was eclectic. Ugh, I didn't. Well, anyway, when you were there, unfortunately, I ended up being in the middle of a bunch of mess that I was ended up not even know I was a part of. So that wasn't cute nor fun. What? Yeah, nothing fun about that. Especially how they'll take someone who doesn't know anyone and use them to throw their mess on or accusations. So it was just weird. So no, didn't like that at all. Oh, the UK. Yeah. Yeah, well, to be honest, Paris, I wish I didn't know. I wished I had not seen that. I wished I had not known it. I wish they had done a better job at doing whatever it was they were doing to conceal, to be honest. You know, I think suspicious and weird. I didn't know that half of that steering committee was part of that. So I really wished I didn't know. I wished I hadn't known or witnessed any of that, to be honest. And because I witnessed so much mess behind the scenes, oh God, that just made it worse. Yeah, it's gonna take a lot of paint for this. I'm using two different colors. So yeah. Anyway, it is what it is, and it is what it was. That's that was last year, so that's behind all of us, and it's just not of any importance to me whatsoever. So I need to make sure I'm going to mix enough to do all these body parts and do it the right colors. So I think I'm going to need more paint than this. Lexi, how are you doing? How are you going with those allergies and stuff? Well, the thing was, I mean, they knew I was gonna be documenting everything on my YouTube channel, and so, child, when the stuff hit it blew up, and I wished I hadn't have witnessed that. I wished I had no, I wished I hadn't seen a lot of that stuff. And that's just being honest. Mm. Leave it to me to expose someone, right? Oh yeah. I go to Barbie convention for the first time ever. And I want to have fun and enjoy myself. And I did until that. So I don't think about it, to be honest. It's not like something I'm dwelling on or that's embedded in my head. Yeah. So I don't know. Perhaps I guess I'd be more careful now. Oh, I'm sure they will now. After all of that. But I mean, honestly, there were so many Barbie dolls left over with Barbie convention. I mean, people complained about getting empty doll boxes. I know who got some of those dolls, but anyway, the proof is in the pudding. The videos are there. Okay, add some white. So this video is about painting an antique doll. I hope this dries to be the right color. What do you think, Dixie? She's looking over here like. And I'm going to add water. I have not heard from Ellen about Mary. During that last year's bully cycle, a lot of people, and even some of them bought the dolls. They felt that I was a bad representation for a VIE. And of course, You know who the people I was around contacted her and told her so as well. But this was the thing. I was live. I outed someone who had stole dolls, and they still have them. And of course, they have to point a finger at someone and blame them for what they did. So, of course, what are they going to do? They're going to attack the toy company I was designing with. I say was because I haven't, the last words I had with Ellen, they were nice and positive. She was sincere. She apologized. She was apologizing for the stuff I went through, but it was after a lot of other things. But in spite of, it wasn't Ellen's fault. I just felt like a lot of that other stuff should have gotten taken down instead of left up on her review page that had nothing to do with the dolls. But nevertheless, it is what it is. At the end of the day, what are you going to do, right? Okay, since my brush is so soaked up with all of this, okay, because I got the body too pale to match the doll's skin tone. Ooh. Oh yeah, that's gonna look better when it dries. It's always gets darker. It gets darker when it dries. And so what I do with this is I will let it take a few days to dry completely before I do body blushing and sealing. I got a text message. I need to check that out. Dixie, stop it. Okay, so now you can see the color, how it looks against the paleness of these. Much better. It's closer to this up here, but when it dries, it should look more like that. I'm hoping. Yeah, I'm going to set it on the, oh my God, on the floor. No, 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 no. Turn over on your belly. Oh my God, I did. I got acrylic paint on the floor. Oh my God, I knew it. Why am I so clumsy? Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I did some laundry. It's okay, Paris. I got your message. Where do I want to start? Will that stand up? Nope, it can't stand up. So I have to do one side at a time. I know. I make it look easy. I know I do. It's not that easy. It's quite difficult doing skin matching and things like that. The best thing is acrylic paints are safer and better. They're non-toxic. Don't have to worry about it. By the way, no one commented on the video from earlier. I was asking thoughts, opinions, things like that. Okay, there we go. See the difference? Okay. Now, I'm going to push that leg up there. Yeah. The good thing is about acrylic paint, it's good and bad, and that is it dries quickly. For me, it's good because I can paint pretty quickly. I don't have to mix anything else in with this, and that it will be all right. The good thing is it's got plenty of layers of paint to go on it. That's good. Extra protection. It ensures color not fading and being permanent. And also it doesn't have a strong, powerful smell. So I swear part of me wants to do another doll. Create your own, but I'm not because they're already submitting, their stuff, and I think I got 2 in the drawing, so I'm gonna be happy with that and let it go. But it was just so much fun, and I'm like, oh my god, maybe I should use my computer and computerize some or something. You know what I mean? Okay, this time I'll go ahead and paint the foot. Cannot believe this foot. This part of the leg is like cardboard. That's what shocks me about this particular doll. The bottom part of the leg is made of a cardboard type of composition. Was not expecting that. Because usually... Life is a mystery. Everyone must stand up. Hello, ¿qué pasó?
¿Qué haces tú, chompis?
Oh my God. I'm painting. Estoy pintando esa muñeca. ¿Por qué?
¿Cómo te fue con tu mamá?
Todo fue bien. Ya tengo lo de Target para alérgicas. Y nos la llevó a Walmart también a comprar cosas que necesitaba.
Okay.
Yeah. Why? ¿Me extrañas?
Little bit.
A little bit. ¿Estás bien?
I think so.
You think so?
Yes.
Okay. This looks orangey.
¿Cuándo? La doctora no dijo que sí podía trabajar o que no podía trabajar. ¿Qué dijo?
Con cuidado. ¿Por qué? ¿Te sientes lastimado trabajando? Private.
No,
Okay, sounds back. Look, Crystal's like, oh, God. Girl, relax, darling. Relax, relax, relax. Can this stand up? Okay, so I mixed a slight little tan color with more white. I like this much better because that's looking way too orangey over there. As you can see these colors. So it's, you really have to know how to blend colors. Now, at Dolls, DOLLS, PARTS, they do have a color. They have a few colors that you can mix. And if your antique Bisque doll is more like this color, like the ones here in America, I recommend what they call Americano because that would give you the right skin tone for your antique doll if you have to do a restoration with her. Also, antique dolls of the century. Um, I met I've met Rachel in Ohio when I went there. I did have a video up about that. She's amazing, so they give good advice. Okay. And I'm gonna have to redo that body because it is very orangey. This, I like this color. Yeah, this looks more like the color it needs to be. So this is a good skin tone for the antique doll. 'Cause I'm looking over at her head. It's over there somewhere. This is the body for Martha, Haunted Martha. Makes me think about that girl in Harry Potter. Remember the one that comes out of the toilet bowl? Which reminds me, guess what? Wednesday is now on Blu-ray DVD. I found it at Walmart, so I bought season one. Thank goodness. I love that. Monster High is going to be making dolls of Wednesday, I think, to celebrate season two. But she's going to come in her iconic outfits from season one. I am definitely looking forward to Halloween season this year. Not that I'm going to dress up, but I'm looking forward to the dolls like from the show Wednesday. I'm looking forward to that. Yes, I want to get the Monster High dolls of Wednesday. I definitely want a nice, good quality doll of her. Not worried about hair because I can always add more to it. Yeah. Okay. Let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna go over this because I don't like that color. Now these parts are drying. As this is drying, perfect color. So, oh my God, no one is watching. Really? Oh my God. I'm going to show you the colors I'm using. I'm using Americana. It's now called Deca Art Americana. Apparently, these two companies went in together, but I recommend this one, this brand. And I'm using Warm Beige, mostly. Yeah, pretty much. Mostly. And a little bit of Coral Cloud. And I mix my favorite color is Sable Brown. So these are the colors. I'm here. Don't call me a tramp. Girl, are you on a private thing? It's showing nobody. That's kind of weird. She's like, I'm here, tramp. Oh, God. You make me think of that old lady, Sophia from the Golden Girls. But I'm not a tramp. But you call everyone that, even your mother. Lord have mercy. Y'all have to understand she's a New Yorker. She is a New Yorker, 100%. One thing about these layers of paint is that the layers of paint, I feel, give more protection to the actual doll and the product. So at least we got the right color. I was able to, this paint is acrylic paint. It doesn't matter if it dries. You can take a wet cleanup cloth, like a wet, those wet cloths you use that are disposable for cleaning, antibacterial cloths for cleaning or whatever. Those will just scrub it right off the paint. It'll take it right off your little table space. Or you can take a doggy pad, put it on your table first. With me, I just don't care. I'll just take a rag and wipe it off and be like, okay. So the hands for me are done. Now I'm going back because now I'm going to show you the difference in the colors. So this is more the color I want. Might be too much light. So this is the color before. Wait a minute, is that the newer one? I think it is, yeah. It's trying to be good. So this is very orangey. This. Maybe it doesn't look it on camera, but it is. Well, I had my microphone on mute. BF called, so I was talking with my BF, and girl, you put him in his place. He got over that real quick from the other night. Yeah, his mom is like, y'all need to go ahead and get married. Oh, I left the video going while I was painting. So, I mean, it was only to leave. I just wasn't going to let personal conversation with boyfriend come in. So, yeah, I'm not sharing that with the world. That's fine. It can dry. And then we touch it. Or are these the same color? Is this the newer color I'm doing? Let me double check. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That goes much better with her head. This color goes much better with the doll's actual skin tone. So, yeah. See how it's getting darker as it dries. So, this is the right color. Double check it. Yeah. Can you see the difference in these two colors? It's pretty, but it's very orangey. Extremely orangey. Oh my God. Crystal, stop, girl. Trust me. My ex-husband was the worst. Yeah. At least this one makes, has a good job. And I don't have to worry about no craziness or drama. And I've known him for years. Okay. Get that all up in there. And if it works out, it works out. If it doesn't work out, then that's fine too. Life goes on. Okay, now let's get rid of all that orange. All the hook supplies come in. I'm focused really trying to get this doll piece here, this doll painted and done because I have to make wigs. Like homemade from scratch. I know it looked pretty going on wet, but you know. Now I can lay that over here to dry. Stop. Jiggle, 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 jiggle. Okay, these are wet. But what do I this one? Okay. What do y'all think of Queen Bee Beyonce's new album, breaking charts, breaking records as well? Oh my, this is not painted. Seriously? My thing is, I don't know, for me, I feel like, oh God, who's messaging? You don't have to be a Beyonce fan, but my thing is that, the girl, well, sorry, the woman has been in the music business for decades, since she was a teenager with Destiny's Child, you know? And I've always thought she was beautiful. And her voice, well, she can hold a tune. I mean, she's got support by some of the mainstream country artists. I think that's amazing. And to be the first woman of color to break so many records. Um, I think it's awesome, her accomplishments. I think it's pretty cool. She's doing something that no one else has done so far. So that's how I feel about it. Me just having casual conversation. Now, painting. What is it that I can't do? Perform miracles. I'm just being sarcastically cuckoo. All right. So, there we go. Now I'm going to lay that down. I know that it's complete. Mm. That's right, I got my fan on. That's still a little damp. So I will hold it like this. How is everyone doing tonight? Are y'all doing okay? Okay. Now let me check this piece. I believe that is not dry yet. Okay, what about you? You're not really dry yet. These hands are adorable. Oh. I can't look at all of this on my Instagram. Oh. They did the little Barbie thing. Oh my God. What does it say? Hashtag Selena's Elegant Dolls. Oh, support my friend. Oh my God, that is so sweet. Oh. So it looks like the unicorn doll I designed. Um, I don't know. It looks like she's getting up there. I don't know. We might get a doll designed by me. It could happen. I think that's one thing I do love about Ellen and her company. I will always support her. I will always support her company as well. Um, for the opportunity and to be working with her for years. She's an amazing human being, and I love her for what she stands for, what her company stands for. Again, she's incredibly talented at so many things. Okay. Boy. All right. I'll let that for the moment. I'll go ahead and paint the front. Oh wow. See the difference? Can you see the difference in the color? The new color compared to this? So that was 1, 2, and now 3. Yeah. This is definitely closer to what the body's like. It has an authentic color, but it took me 3 different colors. I had to mix, no, sorry, 4 different colors to get this correct shade. The good thing is once everything's done, all the paintwork's complete, and then I get to assemble all the parts. She's going to look amazing and new-like. And she's not going to have a bunch of garbage with her. All right, this is drying quickly. My fan is on as well, so that helps it. Have to go inside the leg sockets as well with the paint. You want to have about, after you've sanded and applied gesso, and you really want to have about 3 to 4 layers of paint. I say that because it prevents any kind of moisture and added protection on the antique doll, and prevents painting from chipping and things like that over time. Okay, there. So we'll go from orange to this. Now I'm going to set this inside the container. There, I didn't do all the sides good, so that's perfect. All right, so now we're ready to do this. There we go. Okay, set that down. Okay, now let me see that. Yeah. All right, so let me double check and make sure I got all these pieces painted correctly. Yeah, that's still a lot down. Get down in there. Put it upside down. Yeah, yeah. I like this coloring. That color is pretty. So when I add the body blushing, it'll work. Let me see. That looks good. Check this. All right, I like the coloring. Has a nice sheen, texture, color. Okay, the joints look good. Very nice. Here, I better flip that. All right, double check the hands. Okay, we'll double do this a little and let it lay on that side. I mean, for me, after all, the doll is going to be a display piece. And you're not even going to see the legs. But nevertheless, I still want to do my best to ensure our pieces look amazing. Oh, that's gonna work. Oh, this looks good. That'll work. That looks good. Okay, we're gonna go over this here with the new color. Hit it up a little bit to make it look more like the color underneath. Yeah, it looks more like it while it's wet. No, I'm not worried about it. You can see where I've done the repair on here with the wood filler where it's stuck on. Yeah, I'm leaving the ball joint stuck on here like this. It's going to be very, probably, I think it'd be too difficult to go through. Should be able to be restrung and be fine. Again, like I said, I have her for, I'm going to fix her really pretty and have her for display. So, there. Okay. Set that up right there. Okay, the original body almost dry. All right, we're gonna add a little water in here because I do not want this paint to dry out. So you want to keep your paint especially fresh. It is very hard to mix a new batch of paint the same color as what you already have. So you want to keep this as put a little extra water in there because again, acrylic paint dries extremely fast. That's why this is all it's almost dry. So I'm going to get my doll heads ready for this doll. Okay, so here she is. Let me see. You know what? I'm looking at the skin tone with this. Her eyes open and close. I think I need to change the color. I need more white. Okay, set that over here. I'm going to have to get more white. So at least it would be my last round of this color. Okay, that is empty. Oh, thank God. Anxiety medication finally kicked in. Oh, what a relief. So I can kind of water this down a little bit. That's fine because I just need a nice thin layer to go on everything. My goodness, I don't care I don't care if you live in downtown of this area. It doesn't matter if you switch from one building to another building or whatever. That train is just heard everywhere. Definitely not enough insulation. That's for certain. Okay, do I have any more white by chance? Oh, I do. Good. I'm going to add just a little more white because when it dries, it's drying darker. And I need the perfect shade to match her porcelain skin. I mean, it is original Bisque porcelain. It's not plaster. And I want it to be perfectly matched because see, that body and that matches very well. But back in the days, they used oil paints. Can you imagine a doll shop way back then? Remember, these dolls came out way before Barbie was ever invented or even thought of. They didn't even have dolls made of plastic at this time. It's amazing how someone had a dream to create a doll and they used all that stuff to do what they did. Okay, I would rather use this part of the body. So the back looks orange. All right, that's definitely a lot lighter. Okay, let's see what happens. Because that's the new color. Now we got another new color, which is fine because the darker color works great as like a primer for prepping, for painting. So when you use a lighter color, you already have something under there that can be like I said, a primer. I think this will be fine. Because with body blushing, because everything else went on and it looked like the right color while it was wet, and then when it dried, it became a whole different color. Still a little too orangey in a way, or pinkish undertones from the peach. Okay, now look inside the neck. That's fine, fine, fine. Yep, it's getting darker as expected. And I think this will be perfect. I like this color. See, one thing about these colors that I chose to mix, they have the same undertones of the look of the Bisque porcelain doll's head. It's very important, and it's hard to capture that. Yes, Miss Dixie, you have fresh food and water waiting for you, darling. Of the world. Oh, I forgot. Okay. Fix those simple repairs. I'm not worried about my hands. It's acrylic. It washes right off. Okay. Let me double check this. Yep. Right idea. Go over that. Perfect, perfect, perfect. This is for my... Which? Oh, this is for the bigger doll. This is bigger one. Oh, yes, that's the right color. Thank goodness. I could have sanded it more, but I didn't want to because I don't want this part of the doll's body here. Oh, you can't see. Okay, I'm going to turn my camera this way. Okay, so right in here you can see the repairs. This got stuck on. I was fine with that, so I just left it because she would still have articulation in the rest of the arm or whatever. But I had to do some serious repair work all throughout here. And so, yes, darling, yes. Hello, Pookie. Little chitty poo. Hmm? Do you want to come up and say hello? Okay. All right. There you go, darling. Here. All right. So let's go ahead. Oh, be careful, sweetie. It's acrylic, but still, I don't want it getting on you. All right. There we go. Let's get these pieces retouched. nice thin layer is going to do this perfectly fine and do lots of justice with it. Because once I apply a little bit of the blushing to those joints, it's going to look the way it should. Thank you, Dixie. I don't want you trying to get too close to paint. I'm not trying to change your color. Which I had really wanted her to have one litter of kittens, but I guess it just wasn't meant to be. Because I would have loved for her to have a solid black kitten and a white kitten. But then again, if Dixie was to have kittens, it'd probably be very hard for me to let any of them go. Because she's so important to me, and she's such an amazing and a huge part of my life. To be honest, I don't know what I would do without my cat. I remember that other apartment when we had the fire issue. It wasn't a fire, it was a defaulty sprinkler. That's what they said, but the fire department verbally told us something different. So, you pick and choose what you want to believe. And it was it was scary. It was terrifying. I think I'll start with the inside of here first. And that was what really made me go into such a panic because I could not get her. She went under the bed and she wouldn't let me get her. Some people may ask, why are you doing this to an antique doll? Are you afraid about taking the value away from the doll and things like that? No, I'm not. I got her at a good price and she was damaged. And I repaired the damage and I'm preventing any further damage from happening to her. So this way I don't have to worry about moisture, water, or anything like that getting to the doll. Anymore. So she's the doll's body and all of her parts are very well protected. And I don't have to be concerned about any more damage happening. But of course, I'm going to keep her protected. She's going to be a display piece on my bookcase. Will this stand up? Nope, it will not. Yeah, that works. Now as it's drying, it's matching her head over there. So the colors are looking good, much better. Definitely resembling the sort of undertones and everything of the antique doll's head. I'll paint this part first. Oh, I'll turn the camera around there. So there's a doll's head. And yes, these pieces look much lighter on with this fluorescent lighting. Oh my God. Girl, that's all I need is for your tail to take a swish right into paint. No, we do not need that, darling. No, 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 no. No, you can't do that, all right? Don't do that. Don't get too happy. I see your tail swinging. No, don't want you to get that happy. Well, I'm glad you're happy. I love you too. Yes, I do. I love you too. All right. Let me see. No, doesn't matter. That is not going to stand up. So, that's it. I do one side first. Okay. But I'll start from the inside and then paint on. Boop, 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 boop. I'm laughing because Dixie's sitting in my lap and she's just purring, 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 and she's just going to sleep. Okay, we'll lay that right there. Oh, goody, it didn't move. Okay, first things first. This time I'm going to paint the bottom of the feet. And then I guess I'll do this side first. Yeah. Okay. Grab this up in there. Okay. Leave that there. All right, now the leather one. We'll do this side first. I'm going to turn this over a little bit. There we go. One thing that kind of bothered me about this particular doll is that, she's made of a different, she's made up this part of her legs, the lower half is made of a different type of composition that I am not used to. And it's cardboard, basically cardboard. It's where they took um, recycled cardboard paper, probably put it in water, wet it down in pieces, tiny shredded it, put it in tiny pieces, and then ended up mixing it with glue and packing it into this doll's original mold to make the bottom half of the legs. And so for me, that was very new. I had to Google and look this up about that. Don't like it. Did not like that one bit whatsoever. Um, so that was very different for me. But they did it. That's how it was done that way originally. That's how they did some of these. To them, it was just a doll meant to look pretty and to sell, and that's that. Well, basically the same way they still do today. And yeah, I still find it kind of shocking, and to be frankly honest. But at least after all this repair work, it has more weight to it from layers of gesso and layers of paint. Okay. Perfect. It matches her body. Good. Got the color. Finally got the color right. Make sure I use it up so I don't forget any pieces. Okay. So you can see the color difference. I'm going to turn my light off. Okay, there. There's a much bigger color difference. See, this side to this side. So as you can see, the color that I'm adding now, her head is over there. It does blend more to the color of the doll's head. It's just fluorescent. I got bright light on. That makes sense. Paper mache. Yeah. Yeah. That makes pretty much kind of like that. Paper mache type lower leg. And so I'm using bright fluorescent lighting. Oh, no, I didn't. Yes, I did. Thank God I cleaned my floor. Well, I cleaned this carpet. I shampooed it. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. Oh my God. You just can't stand up. Oh my God. What is this? The liquor leg? This has got to be the liquor leg. Thank God it's drying fast. Here, let's let you lay around for a little bit. My goodness, what did you have to drink? There. That's the liquor leg right there. All right, here we go. Yeah, this part of the leg is basically like paper mache. Totally. And um, I'm pretty sure back then they used an industrial type of glue. I mean, this doll is over basically 100 years old, or close to it, pretty much. Authentic. Okay. Now this side. Awesome. Okay, this piece got fully repainted. Making sure all these pieces are repainted. Yes, that definitely matches. Okay, I don't think I can see it. You can barely see it, but yeah. See, this color's a better match with this. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that matches this much more. So once I apply the body blushing and then the sealer, it'll work with that. It'll be perfect. Okay, now let's do your belly. Oh, yeah. Dang, maybe I should left like that. No, this is perfect. Okay, here we go. This year I did not vote because they put all your voting stuff on the internet. People can find your home address, all of that stuff. It's not even safe. So I was like, I don't think so. Not this. Nope. All right, get that all in there good. Yay. Nice and smooth. Perfect. I'm setting that into the container. Now, the doll head over there, that's Martha's head. This is her body. Um, this body, the parts are over there. So all of these parts go to that body. So it's very essential, exquisitely essential that all of these parts match this doll's head. Now, see that they're on camera. These pieces are still drying. But do you see the coloring and the sheen? And that, my dear, is how you know it's an authentic one. Sounds like the train's in the room. Just good speaker, girl. Good speaker. And now you can see through here, I am not touching up any of the paint. I'm showing you that. That is originally the way it was. That's how it was originally done. And that's how I'm leaving it. Nope, not making any changes to, that's like a porcelain stain. You can see that there. So this one is the Henrich dot handwork, Simon and Hallberg. Now these were like two different doll companies, and somehow eventually they ended up joining in together. This is head mold number 5. So there's a 5 right there. And this was the 5th design. So they'd be like, what head do you prefer? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this one was number 5. That's all the original paint work. I've done nothing to it. I cleaned it with vinegar and water. I did that live. So now her eyes, they open and close with no problems whatsoever. And yeah. Anyway, that being said, I do not touch the paintwork. I don't do anything with that. The head is one of the most prized parts of an antique doll. And that is why I will not repaint it. So I'm not touching the paint. I mean, even though I paint other dolls and things like that, I will not paint an antique doll. Oh, I gotta paint the back side of the hand. Great. That's fine. Add a little water in with this. Okay, to do the back side. Yeah, there we go. Make it spread better. So when I'm restoring an antique doll, I do not do any kind of paint to the doll original head. If it's cracked, that is not my problem. I ain't messing with it. I'm not going to touch it. So when I buy a doll, I try to get one that already has a good head. The body, if it deals with some damage or whatever, I can fix pretty much most of that. But when it comes to these antique treasures, as long as she's got all fingers and everything like that, it's not broken. I did repairs where the body kind of was splitting open at the lower torso. I filled it with wood filler, dampened the inside with just a little hint of water with the brush. Then I went in with the wood filler. So this way with the wood filler, going inside with the dampness, it would assure that the wood filler would adhere to the little water I put in there. That way it just made it easier to fill in there and to bond and to stick. So that way it would, when it dried, it would dry completely and it would be fully packed with the wood filler. That way I wouldn't have to worry about it coming apart or any kind of further damage or nothing like that. So that was important. Now the reason why that ball joint is stuck was because when I assembled her, I did not apply that tape stuff that I do. Oh, great. Let me double check these body parts. Yes, all of this looks great. That's perfect, perfect, perfect. This is the one that jumped in the floor. But I don't have hair or nothing like that in my floor. When I clean my floor, I spray it with carpet cleaner, liquid carpet cleaner, and then I clean it. So that way everything is thoroughly clean. Okay. All right. Double checking all the pieces. They look good. Oh. Good thing I'm double checking. I did not paint her balls. Oh Lord, that just didn't sound right. I had to look up to see the number of people that were watching. Okay. Because it's literally impossible to mix a new batch of paint that's going to be 100% match with the color that I've already created. So you want to do it in one setting. What are you going to get? An antique doll? Girl, these are amazing because you have the freedom to, it's like a ball jointed doll. You know, you can give her a gothy look. Some of these antique dolls, there are a lot of people, they gift them, they dress them, and they'll buy like white or antique clothes, or they'll have black clothing made just for them to get this sort of, gothy look or something spooky. Okay, that's perfect. But these are the original ball jointed dolls. Perfect coloring. Oh my god, that's gonna look amazing. Once I add the body blushing and then the clear paint. I do want to, for doll customizers and for people who paint, I do want to say that earlier when I've talked about, like with Mr. Clear, please, I don't want any of the artists who do use it to think I'm jabbing at them, because I'm not. I would never do that. I think you have the personal, private freedom of doing what you choose and use what works best for you as an artist. I'm not here to tell anyone what they should or shouldn't use. I don't understand how they say certain things are banned when, you know, stuff that they give us or put in our food is even more harmful. So, and I'm pretty sure doll customizers use proper protection for their sinuses and everything. I think that's how I got a sinus infection, is because the original oil paint with this doll, I was sanding it, and I think it got up my nose, and I think that's how I got a sinus infection, was from inhaling the oil paint from this doll, because the original, that oil paint they used back then, it contained lead. You know, early 1900s, that paint contained lead. So I think that's how I ended up having to be on antibiotics with sinus infection, ear drainage. Well, sinus is draining in my ears and things like that. And it was from sanding these parts. Okay, everything looks like it has been done. I'm going to double check the body. Oh, wow, perfect coloring. Looks good. Not quite fully dry. Nevertheless, I'm double checking. Okay, let me see your head. I need to find her. I need to find wire to be. Oh my god, her earrings are amazing. Oh my god, the earrings have the little jewels to it. I did not know that. Okay, so see there. So when I add the body blushing, it's going to match. It matches. Wait, I probably need to cut this side off. No, and with me, I do dolls that are made to be played with. So that's why I have to be careful with what I use because I make them to play with. So now you can see the coloring. See? The coloring matches the doll's porcelain head. So when I add the blushing onto the body parts, it's going to match perfectly because the blush, I'm going to use real blush on the parts to do the defining to give more definition. It's going to match the blush on her cheeks. So this way you see that it's a perfect color match. Even though you will not see the body because she's going to have um, like bloomers and all that kind of stuff, petticoat, all of those things. Now I'll go through here and do some little touch-ups. There we go. No, I have no intentions on selling this doll. Just saying. It's just that sometimes people will come to my videos, like one particular person, they're looking for videos, they'll be like, I want that doll. I want to buy that doll. I'm like, what doll? Which one? You got to be a little more specific. Raphael does that to me. Raphael goes to my dolls that I do. And next thing I know, like 2 years from now, they'd be like, Selena, I want that doll. How much is that doll? Sell me that doll. And then I'm like, what? And I don't say no. I'm like, well, hold on a minute. Let me see what's available on eBay to replace her. Because I can always come to a video on restoration. I really do enjoy doing videos on like this with restoration of older dolls. So I give in. I always give in. And I'll be like, okay, fine. I'll sell her at this price so then I can buy this doll to replace her. So, and then I go through my history to see how much, I paid for the doll, and then I look at how much I had to spend to restore it, this or that or whatever, and work out layaway plan if necessary. So I'm not difficult to work with or anything like that. For me, I just love doing what I do and to have the opportunity to share it with people who want to watch the process. Oh, I thought I was on camera. Here, let me turn it around. Sorry. Okay, I'm leaving inside the neck like that. It's fine. Okay, that looks good. That looks good. Okay, lay that down. There, touch that spot up where my thumb was. Perfect. So this goes to my big doll. So you can see where I touched it up with the new color. This looks good. I'm not going to change it or nothing like that. So you can see here on the body, I use blushing here up through there. I'm going to retouch some areas with the blushing, and so you can see the blushing all through here. I need to put more paint up in there. I had to do a lot of repair work on this doll also. And I'll re-blush those areas when this paint is dry before I put the final sealer on it. I look forward to setting her up. Now, this doll, this one for this body. Oh, no, both of these dolls I would be making wigs for. Yeah. Is that wet or dry? That's dry. Good. Okay, I can set it on my carpet. Okay, so for both of, for the doll that goes to that body, her head's over there, I would be making her a wig. So for both of these dolls, I would be making 3 wigs. Oh my goodness, that's right, I am. Well, at least I got the hair to do it. I've already got the knitting stuff, and the hair to make. I have to do 3 wigs. And yes, I will be doing that live. My tea's good. I got it from the Asian market. I love getting my tea from All right, washing my hands and washing my brush. Okay, that's clean. Oh, I gotta get this plastic out of the way. Okay, I like the matte look. This looks really good. No, it's not a treat, Dixie. It's me picking up plastic off the floor. What, darling? Oh my goodness. I don't. Okay, okay. Wait, let me find it. Let me cut the light on. Let me see. Well, where did I put your treats? I have treats for you everywhere. You are so stinking spoiled, you little booger. Okay. All right, where is it at? I'm looking. I forgot where I put your treats. The bag that we opened. I'm going to find it. It's in front of me somewhere. Where did I put it? All right, hold on, sweetie. Yes, I'm going to give you treats. And some kissy kissies. Okay. As soon as I figure out where I put them. Oh, did I put them on the here? No, that's your regular food. I am going to get them to you. Huh. Where's that big bag of treats? Girl, you got to. Here. Here's the hairball formula. There we go. Hold on. There you go. Okay. You're happy. Good. If you're happy, that's all that matters. All right. And where's the blush? Where do I have the blush? Okay, this is trash. Ah, there it is. So when I'm doing these, I'm actually using Wet and Wild. This is the color. It matches her cheeks. I'm also going to show something else I do on the actual doll's porcelain. All right. What poopsie? This is L'Oreal Hydro Perfect. All right, so the doll's body is all painted. I am now going to throw this away because I have my ceiling fan on. I have my two air purifiers on. So as you can see, it's drying very, very quickly. All right, we'll turn it over like that. All right, this turn over like that. That looks good. Making sure everything is painted before I throw this away because it's still wet some, but I think I'm good. I think I'm good. Yeah. These are actually solid wood ball joints. Isn't that amazing? Solid wood, incredible. And the hands are porcelain. And what I'll do is I'll show you how I touch up some of the body work with real makeup before I seal it. The paint, the acrylic paint, this layers on it now. Well, it's got about 4 or 5 layers by now, which is good. It's a good thing. Okay, let me double check our body. Yeah, this is good coloring. Perfect. I love it. I love it. It has a slight sheen due to the mixture of colors. I have that inside the plastic container. So I'm going to move this over so you can see it on camera. Have her head here. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do to her head. Now I can throw the paint away. Okay. Cotton ball. Well, I've done this before, so many of you have seen the work I've done before on these. And so what I'm going to do with the doll's actual head, I meant to get a washcloth. Hold on a second. Let me get a washcloth. Okay. So and I'm going to set that like here. Move this over here. All right, set her head up here. And I'm going to take my cotton ball. See, I got a little powder in it. And see, this particular powder has a nice little sheen to it. And I'm gently going to massage it on her porcelain. What does this do? Well, these white spots, it can fill them in. It also adds a protective, sort of like a protective barrier on the doll's porcelain. Gives it that pretty nice sheen to the bisque. So you see how the bisque, see the sheen? Do you see that little bit of a sheen? Did I ask the seller where she got the doll? I sent that seller for this doll a lot of questions. Why they send the doll with so much? They sent me their entire recyclable stuff. And I was like, why? Why? When I sold my other porcelain doll, um, you know, oh my gosh. I sent her I wrapped the head, everything in peanuts, you know, styrofoam peanuts, lots and tons of them. And I had her wrapped in bubble wrap and tissue paper. She arrived perfectly, she arrived safely, but I never heard from them. They never said anything to me. Now, so for her, this powder sort of fills in some of those white areas where paint can be missing. It gives the doll's porcelain head a nice sheen, like the type of sealer or stain they used for her original porcelain. Again, this is um, L'Oreal Hydro Perfecting Loose Powder. It's great, like if I use it on camera. Gives them a very reflective look to your skin. And as you can see, a nice sheen. It gives it a nice sheen. So see how the face, okay, come down. There, see it has like a sheen from the lighting. Sort of like reflective. If you're watching, please give the video a thumbs up. There are some people who come on just for the sake of being a mean person. And they always do thumbs down. Just because that's just who they are as a person. And it takes away the thumbs up from the nice people. Okay. I'm doing the cheek area again. And see, this is not permanent or nothing like that. Like I said, it just gives it a beautiful, nice, even sheen coloring to fill in anywhere missing paint is and things like that. So that's why I'm going over the eyes with it. Okay, now I'm opening her eyes. I'm wiping them off so you can see how beautiful and shiny her eyes are. Wipe them off, keep them very shiny and glassy. And I am using this powder on the eyelids because the eyelids are like, they have this waxy stuff on them. And this gives it a nice, it covers it and protects it. See, gives it that nice pale sheen color. Also, there was like something of a mark thing going on there, and this has gotten rid of that, diminished it. Okay. So this is inside the head. And I will most likely put cotton inside of her head, and it will prevent that piece of metal. I'll show you. So that metal, that is a weight, and that's how her eyes open and close. See? And then when I let it go, the weight goes down and her eyes open. So you see how they open and close like that. And I want her eyes to stay open to prevent any damage from happening inside of her head because of the weight. And I don't want to have any kind of anything going on to mess up or damage the eyes. So I will put cotton inside the doll's head to prevent her eyes from opening and closing. That way, it's just extra protection for the doll. So now her whole face has a nice sheen and color to it. All with makeup. Now, I'm going to show you a trick. What I can do, you see these white, let me cut off this light. All right, there we go. So, you see these white places all up there where they didn't really do a lot of painting and stuff like that. They didn't fully paint the doll because they knew the wig was going to cover it. So now you can see the sheen that she has. It gives her her complexion. It's even. It looks very pretty and smooth. That's what the powder does. And what I'm going to do next is I'll leave the light like this. We are going to make this sort of blend where you don't notice the white parts. It's not chipped. It's just like here. It's where they didn't paint it. They just didn't. That wasn't a goal to do perfection. Their goal was to make a doll, put a wig to cover that up, and sell it. It was about making a profit. Okay. Now I'm coming in with a whole another cotton ball. Lightly. You have to touch this lightly because this will grab the pigmentation from that. Now I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. See, I'm going to lightly pat it. And now I'm going to blend in a circular motion. This is not going to affect the doll. It's not going to change her porcelain. You can take a soft cloth and vinegar and it will remove it. Some people like this sort of an aesthetic look whenever they're changing the wigs. So if you do this sort of a look around the top part of the doll's head like this, you can see it more now. When I put the wig on, it gives her the illusion of shadowing. See? So I'm not adding paint. I'm just using tinted powder. And usually that can cover in any missing paint areas or like little scratch marks on the doll's forehead and things like that. And when I come downward like this and go into the cheek area and blend it, see? Once the hair is on the doll, it will look absolutely immaculate. See? It also gives it all a very photogenic look for photos. See? Now, I use the blushing on her nose to give her some more definition. Vete con Cecilia, ¿ok? Yo no tengo tiempo por ti, ya no. Tú estabas borracho, estabas en cama con ella, quédate con ella, ¿ok? Adiós. Thank you, Paris. He needs to know his place. He is in my past, not my present nor my future. He can go to Cecilia. I've had enough of that man. Toxic, toxic, toxic. And that is something that happens even here on YouTube. To any of you, anyone that's in your life that might be toxic, you do anything and everything you can to get them out of your life. Okay, so there. I'm showing you up close so you can see how that looks on the side. It's a little bit on the sides of her nose. Get the cotton off there. And the cheeks. So she has a beautiful look without adding permanent or anything like that. It's just simple powder. That's nothing, it's not permanent, nothing like that. It just gives you the look of perfection so that your doll can display beautifully. Okay, so here we are with the light on, and you can see where I took the coloring and I gently used my cotton ball and I went all around the edges like that. So it covers any blemishes. It makes everything look even toned to give her a more perfected look. Um, so whenever she's on display. So once I'm done, she's going to make a masterpiece on display. Well, I'm not reading comments, so it's all right. And the person who makes you angry is the person who controls you, and he is not it. Okay, so going to this piece, I'm actually going to get the other doll body in a minute. There we go. See how that blended the paint? And now I'm going to come around here and do the same thing. Oh, sorry, camera. There we go. So use this here to help it blend. I know, right? Makeup. Using makeup on top of paint to blend. Oh, the stuff that man put me through, y'all have no idea. I mean, literally put me in the hospital. I'm not trying to be personal about it, but it comes in my life with that. So now you can see, so when I apply the body blushing and then the sealer, it'll work out fine. Okay, come up in here like that. Once the shiny sealer's on, everything is going to blend and it is going to seal perfectly. Okay. Okay, so once the clearness goes on it, yes.
If you don't come get anything to eat, come on eat it for because I'm trying to go to sleep.
All right, I'll be there in a minute. I'm gonna eat something. So now you can see where I'm doing that. So once the clear is on, all right. And I will get the other head in a moment. Give me 1 second. See if I need something to eat out the kitchen. All right. Take my shoes off. Okay. Okay. I went and got a yogurt. You have to excuse me. The reason I say that is because um my mom thinks I have an eating disorder. I've said that before, but oh, the other person had. Okay. So this particular doll already have cotton in her head to protect it. Let me take, well, cotton balls. I'm gonna use something else. I need to put another kind of cotton in it, to be honest, instead of all these cotton balls. What I'm going to do is hold her up to the light. And make sure everything is working good with her eyes. Oh, her eyes are permanently set. Okay. So I got her head up in the light and I'm looking through it. Yeah. No cracks or nothing. The only thing she has. Oh, her eyes did open and close. Because you see that piece of corking down there? That means her eyes must have been broke and it was repaired. Definitely, because that down there is yellow. And so the eyes were possibly replaced to repair that. See the blemish on her forehead here? I'll cut the light off and show you in a moment. So yeah, I can tell the teeth are original because it's yellowy. But the thing is that confuses me is that even though there's cork there, there's nothing on the back of the head here. So if her eyes were originally with a weight where they open and close, then there would be a cork right in this area right there. And there never was. I see nothing there whatsoever, which means they did add corking, but for whatever reason, and then probably decided not to give her open closed eyes. But all of this plaster, oh wow, it's very smooth. Wow, it's very smooth. I never touched plaster that smooth. But I'm holding her head up to the lighting, and yeah, everything looks good. Um, no cracks, no kind of damage. Yeah, let me see. No, that's a hair right there. So you can see handwork, Germany, and then it has 100-15 DEP Germany handwork. So when I look at this doll back here, see there's handwork, Heinrich, handwork, Simon, and Holland. This is basically 1, 2, 3 different companies. Apparently they merged together. I do see a difference in that when this here one was originally by this one. The writing is the same. Oh, she had earrings and she only has one. Okay. So what I'm going to do is the same powder thing I did. And I'm going to actually take all of this cotton and all these cotton balls. I'm going to stuff them right back in her head. For me, I think it's just extra protection for the doll against sound waves, all of that kind of stuff. It prevents it from cracking, breaking, what have you. And it's also helping me waste some time for the body parts here to dry so I can add some shading on them. And then they will be ready for permanent paint sealing. Okay, now I'm going to turn the side off. Okay, so see the forehead? That's where some of the original paint is missing. There it is. So you see where the original paint is missing right here. And I am not going to permanently paint on this doll. Absolutely not. Her original hair was brown. I'm probably going to give her brown hair. Or blonde. I think she would look good blonde. So we'll see what happens. Okay, we need more powder. You can tell this doll is a bigger head. It's a bigger doll. One of the biggest that they made. Did I clean this? Hold on. I'm going to put her head up like that. I'm actually going to clean this first. Because I don't know if I did or not. Here we go. Alright, I'm taking some baking soda. And water. I'm using my brush. I'm mixing baking soda and water. I'm making a paste. Alright, so this is just baking soda and water. That's what's in here. Baking soda and water. Alright, and I'm going to take this cotton ball of the mixture and I'm going to wipe and cleanse her face with just baking soda and water. Now, it'll remove any dirt or what have you. Earlier, that was my ex-husband commenting, the one who gave me a nervous breakdown in 2022, and why I was hospitalized, but also with, calling local police up in the mountains. They didn't know how to react to that. They would say they're not equipped to handle this, so they let us spend the night in jail. And they said it was for both of us, so good. Even though that's personal, not something I need to talk about, but I went through some very difficult, hard time with that mentally and emotionally. So you can see up here, this way, this is pulling off any of the artificial stuff where I may have previously applied powder or something. But I never had a chance to do with this doll. I'm just now getting to repair her. Okay, so this is the baking soda. My moderators were witnesses to everything that I went through. They saw it on video chat, including their spouses, their husbands. And yeah, they even argued with authorities about what they were doing because they felt it was unfair to me, but they felt it was better for my safety and his. So, since that was already kind of gotten out there, that's the detail on that. So the good thing is I'm out of that situation. See if I can get any of this extra glue off there. Okay, so now I'm going to take this, clean this out. now I'm mixing water and vinegar together. I'm stirring it with the end of my paintbrush. And I'm going to take a washcloth. So this is water and vinegar. It's mostly vinegar than water. So see how it gives a white finish on her. Oops. Maybe I should put this in my lap. Okay, fine. We'll move the camera this way. So it's not it's more vinegar than water, but it's not like a complete mixture where you're going to get a reaction like the foaming and stuff like that. But it is going to clean it more naturally and without causing harm to the doll's original coloring, and also cleaning it. Oh, listen. Okay, that's got a little foaming action going on. I think that's good. It may seem like I'm applying pressure, but I'm not. I just want to get it nice and clean. Okay. Now, I'm going to dry it. Okay. So, now you can see where she's nice and clean, but you can also see, like here, original paint through time. She could have been packed away, packed up, and that was what happened to her face. Also, someone chin. Where else? Also another. Oh, right here. She has a slight blemish right there. And so I'm going to fix that. Well, I'm not going to fix it, but it's going to be like what we call an easy fix. Because I'm not going to paint it. I'm just going to use makeup to work with it. Okay. Now I get rid of this. All right. Start with powder. Like I did the other one. Just the doll's porcelain. Blend, give it a nice sheen. Like I said, I do not want to use paint. I'm not doing any kind of paint to alter the authenticity, originality of this piece of history. You know, these dolls are authentic pieces of history. Okay, so now she has a nice sheen. Hold on, too much light. Alright, so now she has a nice sheen, smooth. So we're going to hide this and we're going to use makeup powder to work on the blemishes on the cheeks and up here as well. I'm going to use makeup for that. When I say makeup, I mean makeup powder. Only the powder. I'm not using liquid. I'm not using anything that's going to be permanent. It's just a simple way of hiding it. So she can be displayed beautifully. Okay. I think I'm going to use another cotton ball for this. Circular motions. Up and down, sideways. Because it's a scratch. And I want to get into that area. So you can see where I've blushed it. There. So it conceals it. Nope, not a permanent problem. It's just a cosmetic one, but it prevents, well, it gives you a nice display doll without compromising her original integrity. Now, there's a slight smudge on her nose. I'm going to cover this up as well. That, yep, that works. Okay, come around the edges here. Ears. So, I will probably fix her bangs. She'll have bangs. But you notice you don't see it. You see it less. So it's not something that's really, is noticeable. Okay. I didn't want to leave that up there for the viewers who are coming in. So now I'm going to take the regular color, come back in and go back on top of that. See it's removing some of it. She's still going to look amazing when she's done. Okay, so that's how she looks up close. Oh, forgot light. There. You can still see it, but it's not as predominantly noticeable. And her face has a beautiful, nice, silky sheen. And the makeup powder just makes everything blend better. So with a nice bang that comes to about through here, about right above the eyebrow. Perfect. You won't notice it. Anyway, like I said, the doll's not for sale. I got her for display purposes. How am I going? Can I replace her other earring? Apparently not. Nope. Okay. Well, at least I got her head. All of that done. Keep that away from that. Now, let me show you. So, this is her original body. And so, as you can see, when that goes in, it'll be like this. She has this, she's huge. She's a huge doll. But once I put a clear coating of paint on the body, I have something I'm going to apply inside the joints, which you will get to see. Not tonight. But I buy this. This is what I use. Moleskin padding. So between her joints, I apply that so that her joints are not touching and rubbing against each other. So this way it protects her joints and protects her paintwork and everything else. It makes her joints feel nice and smooth. All right. All right, I'm ready to do a little blushing here. Okay, that's the knee joint. Now up here, all around here. See, I had to do repairs on all of this joint that I'm adding color to. There. So now we have nice natural looking coloring, and when the sealer's on, it will look even more incredible. There. Set that aside. Okay, the foot. The knee. All right. Mm-hmm. All right. Now these joints. Let me go ahead and do the hands real quick. Very nice coloring. Now I'm going to cut out this light and show you how the hand looks like this. So with the blushing, now I don't want to do too much because once I apply the clear sealing paint, it's going to definitely make that so much more brighter. And it's going to look amazing on the doll when she's done. I also dimmed the light so you can now see the parts, the shading, everything that's done. So once the clear sealer, the clear coat, shiny coat is on, you can see how all of this is now, how it looks now. And then afterwards, it's just the clear shine coating is just going to illuminate and make this so much more noticeable. So this is the shoulder joint. So everything's painted to give the look of real skin tone and blushing and things like that. So you can see how that is. We are almost done, and that's that. And I forgot one little detail. I need to take some red because that's how they did in between the fingers and stuff originally. But then again, I'm not trying to make her look like that. I don't mind people knowing that I've done a restoration, but I don't want to do the red between the toes and then the fingers or what have you. Let me double check that foot. There we go. Add some color down there. Okay. We are almost done. Now for the ball joints, I have to do shading like this on both sides where the stringing goes in. But before that happens, it will be completely sealed with a high gloss sealer and finisher and protectant. So it's going to be a high gloss. And I'll do that outside on the porch. All right. So, done. No, I'm not. Almost. I'm not doing it here to be perfect because it's not supposed to be. But it's amazing the end result. Truly is when it's done. So the acrylic paint, we've done 3 layers tonight. And all right, we are about done. Pretty much. Make sure the other side matches. Where's the other arm? Okay. Yeah, that matches pretty much. Yay. Okay. Now, once all of this is sealed, and once I seal it, I'm actually going to wait about 5 or 6 days before I put the doll together. I want to make sure that all the pieces are I want to make sure all the paint's completely dry so nothing is sticking or nothing like that. But what I am going to do is with the toes, I'm going to add some more definition in that. Okay. And I'm doing that with some paint. Oh my gosh. I forgot to blush her body. Well, we can't have that. Okay, start around the neck. Well, hello, Raphael. How are you doing? No, the girls are here. Yeah. Lexi helped me get rid of a ex problem. You know who. Trying to show up in here and talk to somebody like that. Lexi handled that real easily. The only reason I made the comment because that way I didn't want to keep any of that on for everyone else once the video's all published and stuff like that. Yeah, Lexi let him know what he could do. Where he could go. So here we go. We are blushing up. Okay. Oh my Lord. Okay. The back. All right, now another cotton ball. I am using this blush out. Okay. There. All right, there we go. Done deal. That's done. So, once the sealer is put on, everything will be perfect. Possibly do that tomorrow. Oh my gosh. I forgot the toes. And the hands. Okay, I can put all the other parts in. And you know, these makeup techniques, like I just did with powder and stuff like that, they do that in morgues. Yeah, they do. They do it in morgues, depending on the person and what the family wants. They do. All right. So all of the little paint on my table, it can come right up. So I need to fix this little stuff real quick. Close all that up. Might as well throw that away as well. Okay. So I am going to use... Is this a darker one? Yeah. Yeah, that's a darker one. I'm going to use this and a little bit of this. Just a very little hint of that. Perfect. paintbrushes. Nope. Okay, fine. I used a new one. I don't see my paintbrushes. I know they're under here somewhere. I just don't have time for them right now. Well, all right. So I'm going to take my water. You know what? I'm not doing that. Let me go and get the little jar and put water in it. And look around me for my... There's her treats. Oops, and there they went. Let me see. Paintbrushes. Oof. Okay. That is going to be way too thick. This is the kind of brush they used to do the eyebrows on these type of dolls. I am not doing that. Okay. Lay it that out. Let me see. No, those are supplies. Where did I put my paint? Oh, got it. Paintbrushes. Perfect. Okay. This one. I hardly ever use this one. And I need to use it. I think I should have used a darker one. Let me see. Where is that? The pink. I have dolls up here with my paint. Oh, there we go. That's the one. Had a hint of this. All right. And another little hint of this. Perfect. That's it. Okay, that was the one I just did. Okay, now come down, do this one. Yeah, girls, you know what this means, right? That means he had to go get him a new phone number. Because he couldn't call me. So he didn't know until now that I changed my phone number. Now he knows. Okay. Now, when this dries, it's going to dry darker. all paint dries darker. So I'm giving more definition to toes. Perfect. There. That's done. Because he had been blocked previously. And so that's the only way he was able to come on here to comment. He had to create a new YouTube channel with a new phone number. Possibly a new phone. Probably just went ahead and bought him a whole new phone with the new IP address. Okay, there we go. That's that. How was it they did the hands? Go like this. I'm trying to be more untouchable. Unfortunately, a lot of people, social media, have to do that. Okay. Let's see if I got any white left in this. Oh, awesome. It came down. Great. Now I'm going to do something a little different. This is definitely not something that was done on antique dolls. So you see the little markings, how much darker they got now that it's drying. Acrylic paint dries very quickly. So these nails are going to look very dark, but I'm going to give them white tips. And same for the toenails. Now, let that dry. Okay. I think it's absolutely crazy how when some people get blocked, the links they will go to try and get my attention. That's absolutely crazy. Absurd. There. Have white tips on the fingers. So once that's sealed, it'll be done. And the thing is, it's not even going to be really noticeable. Once I'm done and the doll's dressed, you're not even going to notice. You won't. No one's going to see the white tips of the toes or the fingers. It won't ever be seen. There. This is not as easy as I make it look. It takes a lot of practice and working with this to be at this level of expertise. That's definitely for sure. That's what I said. The best way to start painting is on paper. All right. I think that's it. I'm done. We are done. Okay. So this will all be put up. And let me see. Yep. I can lay these down like this. They're not going to move. The hands will gently go like that. Perfect. And that is how I paint, and then I do shading. And next comes sealing. So, but this has to dry completely. I want to say for about 2 days, but I'm going to give it 24 hours because it is acrylic paint. Acrylic paint dries pretty well. Once I put the clear coating on top, I will need to wait about 5 to 7 days before I attempt to seal this. Now, depending on the weather, if it's very warm outside with a nice temperature and windy, then it can dry. It have a nice set and be thoroughly dry in about 3 or 4 days. So either way, I will need to give all of this about basically still 5 days to ensure the complete full curating, drying all of it to make sure it's completely done to perfection before I assemble the doll parts. And now she matches. Oh, you can't see it. Okay, so this is the original doll, and now you can see her body parts kind of pretty much go hand in hand with her head, the head of her head. So it matches. Once the clear coat and shine is done, it's going to be perfect match. 100%. All right, so we are done. So thank you all for watching. I hope you have a good night. I can't believe it. It's 10 o'clock. Yes, they finished in good time. Goody, goody, goody. I can clean up my mess and everything like that. All right. Thank you, everyone. Good night. Cool. So let me see. I will go ahead. Move all of this over here. Oh, no. Wait, I have to put this somewhere else. Um, Where am I going to put this? Oh my gosh, under the bed? No, there's no way to put it. Under there. Oh, Dixie. Okay, on top of the fabric. It'll fit. Okay, that'll work. Okay, put that head up there. Oh, great. There's my clear paint. By the way, this is what I'm going to use to seal it. I'm using triple thick crystal clear glaze. And I'm going to do it outside. I don't need any more allergies. No more allergies. And guess what? Oh my gosh. For my little small doll, The ones like from look at the fabric. Isn't this fabric gorgeous? What does it make you think of? Remember my design, the unicorn looking doll that I put in for create your own doll? Oh my gosh. That would look so pretty for a box. Okay, we gotta put this up. What is it, Tootie Poo? What is it, my little Tootie Poo? Oh, I'm getting trash. Okay, all of these. Clean these, throw this away. Okay. All right. I'm using my Sensitiva wipes to get the paint off of my table. This table, I think it's like $15 or $20 at Walmart. Oh my gosh. It is so versatile, the things you can do. Arts, crafts, paints, eat, set stuff on, anything and everything. It's just, I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. Done. Okay. So, good night, everyone. Thank you for joining. Hope to see you soon.